All right. Is this working? I think this is working. We got a banger. We got a banger coming up. We're going to make some good money off this. It's going to be probably one of my only trades today in the smaller account. This is going to this 415 level, these SPX calls. So if I can get this maybe for 340 here, I might dabble into one right now just so I don't miss it. I don't really want to buy it at 400, but I'm going to pull it back down to like 370. This is going to go to high of the day, and then we're probably going to start ending up back at this 415.72. The reason I think that is because this is that high mark around that 416 level. Let's see for sure. It's around 415.90, 415.80. So that would be a nice little dollar move on this, which would spike this like crazy. So I might have missed that pullback just a little bit. I'm going to hopefully get like one rejection at high of the day, 414.81, and then we could go for that high. So here is this break. I want to see the break of this yellow line as soon as I make it yellow. Boom. And then this is my target. So I'll make this green. Boom. Green. So I want to see this yellow line break. We're in an uptrend right now. I'm going to get rid of this line so there's not so many. So basically red line would be a stop loss, which would probably be around this this break. Stop loss is probably going to be around this line, but the only one thing that I'm paying attention to is this break and run on the SPX, because the SPX could end up paying a shit ton of money. So I'm not in just yet. I thought about getting in, but I think that this has a little bit of weakness to it right now. I don't see a lot of volume, and it's not spiking just yet. So just being cautious. This does look really strong to me, but it could double top and reverse. So I don't want to get caught on a big red candle down. To me, it doesn't really look like that's exactly what's going to happen, but I am going to get in at 3.8 here, just one contract. And then once I see that break, I will add in. If I can get that break, I might have to wait until it tests this support line, which I'm a little bit scared of, honestly. It's a little bit of a cup and handle formation right here. If it gets below this 414.38, that's a pretty rough sign. It's at 340 right now. They're getting cheap. They're getting real cheap. The best way to get involved in these is definitely wait until this uptrend is tested, right? And I actually might have to stop myself out of this real quick just so it doesn't get ugly on me. Maybe I'll average down. It's just one contract right now, but for some reason it's looking a little weak, and I don't want to count out the fact that this could give back all of its gains from today. It's only up $3, and it's starting to pull back pretty nicely already. I'm only down $70 on this contract, but it looks like it's going to get pretty ugly here. That's a double top formation right there. So if it's not breaking out, that's not very strong. That's not very strong at all. So I think I might have to take a $90 loss on just one contract real quick, because this looks pretty ugly to me. And I've been saying all day that this is going to... Oh, wow. Yeah, we're getting out of this bad boy. That's only one contract, and I just lost $130. Even more. Damn. We're getting out of that. We lost almost $200 on one contract. We're down 144 in the day because of that. All right, so that's okay, though, because now that this is getting weak like this could... I've been saying this since yesterday, right? I just took a little loss there, 140. I am going to go for a big trade today. Can't see your screen, just so you know. Oh, you can't. Damn. Oh, man. Hold on one second. How do I do this? Not this. Boom. There we go. That's much better. At least I would assume so. Let's get this all situated. Sorry about that. Feel like... Feel like that's better, right? Boom. All right, cool. My bad. So I ended up taking some calls in this. So I'm down 140 on the day to start it off. Probably not the best trade, but this reversal right here, holy shit. Okay, so this thing just went crazy. I was looking for that break at the high of the day mark, but I have been saying all day that this could give back all of its gains, and I still feel like that, right? I think that this is going to go down a lot further. I think that that is a major reversal right there. I might look for some SPX puts. I think that we're going to lower the day, guys. And I'm going to look at the 41. Let's look at the SPX real quick. The low of the day is 41.30. And those are 400 a piece, which is not the worst. I might just dabble in like one of them. I know they just went crazy for sure. They just went from 186 to 400. I'll wait for a little bit of a spike up, but I think I'm gonna get involved on these because I think that there's a lot of weakness to come. I might even do the 41.25s. This is just gonna die all day. It feels like, so I'm gonna set a limit order right there. I'm gonna go back to those 41.30s and get out of that one. But this has got a lot of momentum. I personally feel like I've been saying this all day that this could completely reject. I said this yesterday too. I said I would not be surprised whatsoever if this went completely red and if we went back down to this 407/405 area. I know that's pretty extreme, but I have that weird feeling that it's going to happen today. I've been saying that since yesterday. I've been saying we're going to get back all of our gains. We're dying right now. I don't really want to scalp this like this. I know for a fact we're going to see some blood down here. I would like to see at least a little bit of a green reversal up here. You get these a little cheaper. I got one at 380 for the 41.25s. Pretty early on, this thing could spike back up. If it gets above this 413.50, I'll stop myself out. But as of right now, I'm in just one. I think that we're going to see a lot of blood down to this low of the day mark. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I really do feel like we're going to see a lot of weakness. So we started off that weakness. I'm really going in for these. You guys can play along if you want. I'm going for 41.25s. That is around low of the day, just a breakdown of low of the day. This could spike up. Remember, this is the uptrend that it was in, so sometimes we do see this retest. I think that we're weak as shit, so I think that this is going to continue down. I'm only in one right now just because it is pretty juiced. I did just lose like $200 on one trade, so I'm just trying to tread lightly until we get back in the green here. I'm up $70 a contract, so let me get this back in the green in the small account, and then we'll go from there. But I think that this is going to break down pretty nicely. Honestly, if I hold this all day, I could probably make a fucking bag off of this. So I'm going to probably sell this here in a second, make back my money. I'm going to sell out of this one, make back my money real quick at 550. So I'll start out basically flat. So that was a really nice trade if you guys were in on that. I just made $100 some a contract. So now I'm back green. So I just made 170 on that on one contract. So these are a little bit more expensive. I understand that. They're about 300. I got them at 300, ran to 520. So these 51.25s or 41.25s are really nice. I think personally we are going down, like really down today. I think that this rejection level on this candlestick is massive. The high of the day yesterday is at this 412.55. Those contracts just went to fucking 590. I think I sold them for 540, but 650. Whoa! How do these spike so much? Lots of sellers are coming in. I'm telling you guys, I think that we're going down to this 4 whatever it is. I'm going all puts today. I'm waiting on a little bit of spikes here, and I feel like we're going to low of the day. And I can't even describe to you guys how much I think that we are going to probably either this 411 or down to this 408. I think that 408 is definitely a possibility today. I know that we had a massive green engulfing candle. We were really bullish today, but I'm telling you guys, I really, really think that we see some downside today. So I'm going for this low of the day mark on all these spikes up. 41.25s are pretty expensive. I'm going to go to 41.20s now that they're getting a little bit cheaper here. Let's see if we can get a couple spikes up in the green. 414. I just want to be careful of these because I know that they're overinflated right now, so I don't want to buy the spiked premium. So $600 isn't fair value pricing. So even if it does go low today, you probably won't see this at 600. So I'm going to wait for a little bit of a spike up. Hopefully I can get one here. I might go 41.15s just because they're going to be way better to play. See if we can get like, nah, I'm going to go back to the 4120s. I don't like those values. 4120s are 410 here. We can get one at 400. See if we can get a little spike up and get them a tiny bit cheaper. Ugh, probably not going to get them. I don't want to get them at 420. I got to cancel this if it lets me out. I am lagging as usual. So just let that be known that we are going to see this low of the day mark. This is my target here. I think 411 is a real good price to sell. So I'm going to get rid of a lot of these lines now that we flipped bearish. I'll keep yellow up there just because that's high of the day. All right, looking good. Let's go to some older time frames, the 1 hour. 1 hour looks pretty good. Honestly, doesn't look like it completely broke down. 4 hour doesn't look like that either. Oh, that's the candle. Damn. That thing could completely reverse down to 410. Oh yeah, the 4 hour is looking good. 30-minute, decent. 15-minute we have over here as well. Could see a nice little green candle here coming pretty soon. So I'm basically flat on the day. I've traded a couple small positions on this small account. Only up $20-some on the day, but I'm really looking for a $1,000 day, and I think we could get that pretty easily with a lot of these. Tesla has been moving pretty nicely. Meta is at low of the day, which is pretty wild as well. I think it's just been getting torched. Its gap fills all the way down to 220. That's not going to happen today, but I'd be careful trading anything but the SPY mark right now. So this is getting pulled back. I am going to wait for a better setup. I don't want to follow this. Hopefully we can get some green over here. I would probably take some puts at this VWAP, and if it breaks it, I would get out. I'm going to go 3 contracts here. Keep it very small. Actually, I might just do 2 because this is going to have some volatility to it. So got to be careful. 340, these were just at 600. Let this catch some bids real quick. That's trying to bottom. I'm going to dabble in just 1 right now. Oh, I just grabbed 2. God, I hate that I lag. All right, I'm in 2. I got to keep this very small stop, but bear with me. I know it's going to hit this VWAP level. If it breaks above, I will be out, and I'll probably lose about $100. Nah, I'm not going to lose that much. Be 60. I'll lose 140 on the trade if it stops me. Probably should have been a little bit more patient, but I am still very bearish on this. I think we're going to hit that low of the day mark. Above VWAP, we kind of start being a little bit more bullish again to regain that level, which the next resistance point is at this 413.32. And having 2 of these right now is pretty brutal. Because these are going to go well below 200 if it starts spiking up. So starting to catch some buyers down here. Just be careful. The 15 and 30 minute kind of look like they're bouncing as well. I got in a little prematurely over here. The 15 does look like it's going to reverse on me. We are at 290. Oof, I got in way too early, guys. Don't follow this. If you're going in, I would go in right now at this VWAP level. But my stop loss is at this 413.30. I might grab one last one. I'm going to grab one last one here. Down 129 on the trade, or 129 on the day, which isn't bad. But I am going to keep my stop loss very small right here. I'm trying to get one more. My stop will be at like 225 though. I'd probably be down like 240 on the day. And I would probably keep it very light from there. Here comes my stop loss. Oh yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Lots of volatility. Stop loss at 215. I'm out of here. Looks like it's trying to bounce again. I'm down 230. Probably should have just went with the momentum. Damn it. All right. We're good. We are good. This is going to be very volatile. You guys got to be very careful. I'm down 280 on the day. That's an easy buyback. That's only one trade. I got to be careful though. Don't want to keep buying like 4 or 5 contracts in this volatility and getting stopped. Um, I will say that for some reason is completely bullish flip. I probably should have bought some buyers in there. That was on my mistake. I got biased to the downside. Usually off those big red candles, I always like to take the reversal, but I was looking for that VWAP breakdown. I don't really know why I took the puts on that level, but I still see some downside coming in here. The 15-minute did just completely flip. So if it does go bearish, you would have to see this candlestick start to go red below 413 at this level. I will start to go into some puts again. So I'm going to set an alert right here, and I'm going to go pretty heavy. It is Friday, so you got to be careful. But these contracts are moving like crazy today. So I'm looking at these 4120s still. This is a bullish movement. The 15-minute looks really good to me. So I don't know. It did just completely flip to the upside, especially with this hammer candle. This hammer candle, we have about 6 more minutes to figure out if this is strong or not. If it's strong on the 15-minute, probably going to head towards that high of the day again. Either way, we're going to have really good trades because this 411.40 breakdown is going to send it down to 411, which would be a nice little like couple $100 payout. Same situation with the yellow line as well. Pretty upset that I lost that $289. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? That was tough. I got stopped out. Had to respect the stop loss though. And we're right here at this level at 220. I don't really want to buy puts because I feel like it still has some room up there. Just because this 15-minute chart flipped. So now this is starting to look a little bit more bullish. I do still feel like we're going to head down towards this 410 today, 410.50. But we're going to have to wait and see that. This is really bullish right now. This is engulfing greed. I feel like there's probably some more legs left in it. If there's any place to take a put, it's probably around this 414 level. But like I said, the 15-minute, you got to pay attention to this hammer candle. This hammer candle is always bullish. I think you guys saw me also try to get out of that trade and then I got stuck. The VWAP level. It looks like we're heading up. Yeah, there's a lot of strength on that 15-minute hammer candle. This would signify some calls for me, honestly. I would try to play some of these, to be honest. But I am just going to sit back for a second after I got stopped out right there. 280. That is pretty brutal. For a smaller account, I'm really just trying to get this to like $1,000, but I really don't want to like put too much size behind it because if anybody's following with 10 contracts or more, like I am right now, I feel like you're going to end up blowing yourself up. So I am going to be patient right now. I did just take a nice little loss of about $280, so I'm down 280 on the day. Was flat, dabbled in a couple of these, nothing crazy. SPX is going to be more so my big play. But I am looking for like 5 to 10 contracts here on the next big play. It looks like it's going to be call side. If we get up towards this 414 level again, I am probably going to take it because here's the game plan. This line right here, this guy up here, you can see where it's pointing right to it. Let's see, it's like 415.75. So near that yellow line, if we continue, for some reason, we looked really weak for a second. But I guess some buyers bought it up. They weren't ready to take it to low of the day. So therefore, if we get back up near this 414.81, I will play for this break. And I'll probably buy like 10 contracts because that would be over $1,000 easy. So that is the goal. Might be some patience now because it is 11 o'clock and it might go sideways on us. But if there is any bullish indicators from this level and we start getting above 414 and there's some strength, the break of this will send us to this resistance point, no problem. And I feel like we probably might break through it. So got to make sure that this 15-minute candlestick closes bullish though. Because if this isn't a hammer and it comes back down to like 441 down here, I actually might take puts. Because that would not signify anything strong. You want to make sure all the time, probably around this level, if you see this being strong at 41.47 or 41.44, that's a good indicator. I did get stopped out pretty early at 250, which is kind of hurtful. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think it's going to go down, or do you think it's going to bounce at this VWAP? It does look kind of strong right here. It is losing some strength. I think I'm going to go in a couple at 225. I know I got stopped out at 220 or 210 on these same contracts, but I think I'm going to try it out right now. Just one contract for now. So if it goes back up towards that 400 mark, this thing could really die. So I'm just going to dabble into one. Usually in a downtrend, if you see a bullish engulfing, you see some consolidation, you see a breakout higher. But as of right now, with this 15-minute chart, in about 50 seconds, I'll have a better idea as if this is bullish or not. But I will keep a small stop of like 175. So I'll lose 50 bucks, be down 300 on the day, which is a pretty brutal comeback. Yesterday I had a really nice day though. End of day, I ended up catching a couple $1,000 play. So I have some to play with, but Fridays I don't like to trade too much. I don't want to overtrade. I just have a weird feeling today is going to be a big mover, and there's a lot of potential. Lots of potential. And it all depends on this next candlestick too. The next 5 minutes is going to tell us everything in terms of direction. Could run up to 414 and start spiking towards this 415. I'm kind of leaning towards the put side, even though there is a bullish engulfing on the 5 minute, only because this 15-minute chart doesn't look as strong as I thought. And if this starts to engulf down below this 41413, below this VWAP line, it could get pretty ugly for this. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep my stop loss even smaller. I'll put it at like 200 or 195, so I'll lose 30 bucks. If we start to lose that VWAP line, I am going to start adding into these. So I'm going to have 2 ready to go. Always enjoy watching and learning from you trade. I'm out. Have a great weekend. Nate, you're the man. Hope you have a great weekend, buddy. This looks like it's trying to push against me. I'll push this up a little bit. I don't really know how I feel about this. This might be chop time. It's definitely not good opportunities. This is a guess. So that's why it's only one contract right now. I was looking for the turnaround here. Got some buyers. But below this VWAP line right here, I will probably add a bunch of them for that breakdown. Doesn't look so promising right now because it did just stop me out of my one contract at 185. But I will add on to these with momentum if it starts to break below this. I think I'm down 300 on the day. 329, guys. Not looking so hot this morning. Not looking so hot. As soon as I went live, I was up 100, then I was down 100, and then I was flat, and now I'm down 300. So back and forth day for me so far. Lots of strength. Probably going to have to be patient on this in order to make any sort of money today, so being careful, be impatient. 4120s just got completely engulfed. These went from 100 to 600 back to 170. If this gets above 414, it's a wrap for the call side. Notice how this is starting to spike up, but there's no volume over here. Kind of makes me think that it's going to come down, but I'm not going to play the chop. If I play the chop, I get stopped, as you just saw. Just pulling a short, tight stop loss. Let's see. Oh, man, I kind of want to go with you, Zach. I want to go with you on the put side so bad. Are you on the puts, you said? Just pull in a short, tight stop loss. Let's see. If I do it, it's probably going to be a little bit more expensive than these 4125s. thing with SPX is you can't buy too many right away because if you end up getting stopped, you can blow yourself up real fast. So you got to be careful. You got to figure out. You almost have to have like the perfect entry, and this is like a dead zone. Anytime it's in between these Bollinger Bands, it's basically a dead zone. It's trying to figure out its direction. I'm gonna follow the direction. I'm gonna go with the momentum. Looks like it's headed to the upside. I don't really want to take a reversal on that. This volume is stupid low. Above 414, I'll switch my mindset to calls and then look for that 416 break. But this big ass pullback right here, man, these things went crazy. I mean, 130 all the way to 750 is pretty ridiculous. I think that everybody in the world was probably playing calls at this point, unless you were looking for that double top. Can't imagine why you were. But if you did do that, if you played puts here, you're a savage. I was definitely looking on the call side. I actually ended up taking profit on this test because I always do that. Small, obviously, I'm down on the day on this small account, but I am looking forward to another move because I think that there's a big move potential coming, and I kind of just got to knock this this loss out, and then I'll look for a trade. I hate to take a big trade, and then if I get stopped out, it's like $600. So I don't want it to be $1,000 loss day. I want it to be a nice $1,000 gain day. So I'm probably gonna end up taking some plays for the upside. This is also really kind of freaking me out. The 4150 break is what I'm looking for in the SPX for that higher move. So if it starts breaking, then I would look for some call side, which to me looks like it's headed that way. So I'm going to probably play the 4165 calls. I don't really want to, but I'm gonna. These were just worth 550. They're 260. This is the uptrend. It didn't break. Yeah, we're probably headed higher. Hit 4160, 4165. Damn it. I think I missed the opportunity here. You got out. Yeah, Zach, it wasn't worth it to me. I'm going to keep it real light on these. It's Friday. I hate Friday trading. Every time I trade on a Friday, I always, for some reason, add that flat or red. It's never a big day for me on Fridays anymore. Used to be big time. I think that there's upside as well, but I don't. I want to watch the bear flag potential on the SPY at that 414 rejection level. I could go calls here, but for some reason I feel like there's going to be some nice engulfing. If I can get a put at this VWAP line, we break that, I'm probably going to go downside just because of this red line here. I'm going to get rid of this alert. I did make a little bit of a mistake on that trade for the put side. I went in a little early, kind of went outside my stop loss zone. So always be patient. Make sure you know what you're doing. I wanted to buy it right here and stop loss this break, which would have been a much less of a loss. It probably would only be down like $70 right now, but instead I got to fight a $300 loss on this. So on a slow moving day, which hopefully it's not, looks like it might be now. There's no volume anywhere on the map. These big red candles, though, I'm looking for. Looking for something. It's not breaking the 4150 on the 15-minute on the SPX, or I guess any time frame, but I do want to show everybody that the squeeze, the TTM squeeze, is fading hard. So it's going to need some significant volume to start pushing up towards that high. We might be entering into scalp hours, though. Don't think that this is just going to dunk down to low or jump up to high. We might just be back and forth. And that is the worst thing for a trader. Especially if you use stop losses, you're going to get stopped right in, stopped right out. The volatility like this is momentum if I've ever seen momentum. I tried to get in on this jump up, but I missed it. And then I tried to take some more puts, and then it kept going against me. So as of right now, I'm down 300. Looking for a big trade in order to get some love out of this. This is the call side, 41.65s. Do I buy 10 contracts? That is the real question if I want to go for this. It kind of looks like it's weak though. I'll go 5 contracts here. Would make back just about everything, but if it dies on me, that's the worst piece. And it's in limbo, it's in this dead area. This would be literally just like taking the red candle, waiting for the consolidation for this breakout, which I probably should have taken it right there if I believed in it, but buyers on the bid here. It's trying not to get this 41.50 break. It's trying hard. It's going to be a big move here in a second, I can tell you that. I'm going in at 250. I'll lose 80 bucks on this. My stop is 215 if it starts going down. So I'm in 41.65s just for, it looks like it's trying to break out. I got some bullish momentum. If it loses 413.50, I'll probably stop myself out. Just trying to, no, just got some sellers on it. I'm going to keep my stop right here. It's just chopping me down 350. Be pretty brutal if it stopped me right here. It might be curling down towards this level. I also think I'm in chop hours, so it needs to break this 413 to see something. It might just be time just to cash it. See if we can go. I'm gonna move my stop up. Only $60 loss here. Man, this thing is dead. I'm just gonna probably stop myself out. I'm gonna join you can see me trying to get out here, but it's just not letting me. I'm lagging like a motherfucker again. Every order, it just gets lagged. I can't even see my screen. I think I gotta stop trading on live, guys, until I figure this out. And I hate to say that to you, but I can't even get, you saw me try to get out of that flat. It didn't work. Look at how long it's taken me to get in and out. Hopefully we can get some buyers in here. Or at least a push. This is a chop ass trade. I'm just gonna stop myself out. I can't fucking move anything. This is crazy, man. Yeah, I like, look at how long it takes me to get in and out. I'm sorry, guys, this is tough. Sideways is killing us, but it's also my contracts aren't moving. Like, I can't get out of anything. Oh, all right. I'm battling the lag, and I'm sorry. I love you guys, but if I'm down right now, I'll come back when I'm up, and I'm gonna dig myself out of this hole, and then so I can get my my connection better. I'm gonna get myself out of the hole. I'll come back when there's when I'm green, which I'll make myself green here in a second. I just need real time speed. So I'm gonna hop off for a second. Once I get back in the green, I'll come back on and signal some trades. But this is, if I can't get out of a trade, that's an issue for me. So I don't want to risk capital, especially if I'm red. So I will be back.